Out of that undersea volcanic eruption near the Pacific island of Tonga. It triggered a tsunami, blanketed the island in ash, and sent shockwaves thousands of miles away. And there are new fears this morning that it could ignite weeks or even years of volcanic unrest. James Longman has the story. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, George. That massive eruption and the tsunami it triggered happened Saturday, but there is still so much ash covering everything. It's still very difficult to gauge the level of destruction. In the last few moments, we have actually had a statement from the Tongan authorities. It's the first statement since this happened. They've called this an unprecedented disaster and that initial damage assessments are underway.
These are the stunning images of an undersea volcano off the coast of Tonga erupting higher than 10 miles into the air. Satellite imagery showing how the tsunami waves carved out chunks of the island, which is home to around 100,000 people. Here, the land that was once lush greenery and turquoise water, now blanketed in ash after that eruption. The once-in-a-generation eruption triggering a tsunami, battering the Polynesian nation Saturday evening. Fresh drinking water is critical right now, the toxic soup of salt water and ash permeating everything. New Zealand and Australia dispatching planes to survey the damage. According to a new United Nations situation report, Tonga's capital is covered with a 2-centimetre thick layer of volcanic ash and dust, its main island suffering significant infrastructure damage.
So it's very difficult to send out any naval ships or relief boats to those outer islands to see what damage there is or what the needs people might have.
According to officials, at least 2 confirmed deaths so far. One man in the UK telling reporters his sister, rescue worker Angela, who lived in Tonga with her husband James, was swept away in the tsunami while trying to save her dogs.
Angela and James loved their life in Tonga and adored the Tongan people.
The volcano is known as Tonga Hunga, and it erupted again Sunday, just 19 miles from Tonga's shore. The shockwave so powerful it has already swept around the world twice. Tsunamis can have speeds upwards of 500 miles an hour, almost the speed of an airplane, travelling thousands of miles across the Pacific. Tonga's volcanic aftershocks reportedly felt nearly 7,000 miles to Peru, where 2 deaths were blamed on those monster waves.
Now, Australia and New Zealand have dispatched naval ships with supplies, things like fresh drinking water, but they take 4 days to get there. That's why the race is on to get that airstrip clear of all the ash. One glimmer of hope, though, aid agencies say that catastrophic damage that was originally feared may not be the case, but clearly so little is really known about what's actually happened.
Right,
George?
and there's a concern that there could be more volcanic activity on at least one other island?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you've got to understand that Tonga is a collection of islands, more than 170 islands. It's a space in the South Pacific the size of Japan, and there are some smaller islands which no one has heard from for days. George?
James, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.